Welcome back to my YouTube channel. After many years of watching The Bold and the Beautiful, I have realized that the moments that capture my attention the most are not always the big confrontations or shocking confessions, but the small expressions on a character's face when they are trying to hide their true feelings. With Dylan, it was the moment she heard Katie mention wanting to meet her mother that made me feel something was not right. I noticed the tension in Dylan's eyes, and I did not see the excitement of someone who was looking forward to a family reunion. Instead, I saw someone who was afraid that her past might come back to haunt her. It made me wonder what Dylan is truly afraid of and what secret she has been trying to keep hidden all this time. I think what makes Dylan's story so interesting is that she does not seem like the obvious villain we usually see on the show. Dylan has presented herself as a gentle, humble person who does not want to cause trouble for anyone. But after watching The Bold and the Beautiful for so many years, I have learned that the characters who appear the most innocent can sometimes be hiding the most complicated stories. I feel there is a real conflict inside Dylan because one part of her wants everyone to trust her, while another part of her is terrified that the truth may come out. I cannot help wondering whether Dylan is truly someone trapped by her circumstances or if she is protecting a secret that could hurt many people. I have to say that Katie has impressed me throughout this storyline. I like the way she refuses to simply accept the perfect image Dylan is trying to show everyone. Katie has been through enough in Los Angeles to understand that people are rarely as simple as they appear. I feel Katie is doing what a caring friend or family member should do, asking questions when something does not feel right. I believe her instincts are there for a reason, and I think she will continue searching until she finds the answer she is looking for. I also feel some sympathy for Dylan because I do not think anyone wants to live with the fear that their past will one day return and destroy everything. I can understand how difficult it must have been for her to call Darcy, especially if her mother is someone who knows the things Dylan wants everyone else to forget. But at the same time, I cannot ignore the fact that Dylan has placed herself in this dangerous situation. Inviting Darcy to Los Angeles may have been the only way for Dylan to keep up her innocent image in front of Katie, but I believe this decision may have opened a door that she can no longer close. What worries me the most is that Darcy does not feel like just a mother coming to visit her daughter. I have a feeling she knows much more than people realize. A person with such a complicated past will certainly bring stories that have not yet been told, and I do not believe her arrival will simply create a peaceful family reunion. I am especially paying attention to the questions surrounding Luna's death, because in a show like The Bold and the Beautiful, secrets from the past often have a way of destroying relationships in the present. I keep wondering if Darcy knows more than Dylan wants everyone to believe. I also think this storyline could bring serious consequences for Dylan in the future. If her mother accidentally reveals the things Dylan has been trying to hide, everything she has built in Los Angeles could fall apart very quickly. I feel Dylan is standing at an important crossroads, where she must choose between continuing to protect her lies or finally facing the truth. After following this show for many years, I know that the longer a secret stays hidden, the more painful the consequences become when it finally comes to light. I am really looking forward to seeing what happens next because I feel Dylan's story is only beginning. I want to know what role Darcy will truly play in her daughter's life and whether she will be the person who protects Dylan or the person who creates even more chaos. I believe Katie will not ignore these warning signs, and I have a feeling that Dylan's meeting with her mother could become a major turning point. Will Dylan be able to keep hiding the truth, or will the very mother she fears the most be the person who finally brings her secrets into the open? I have to admit that Dylan's reaction to her mother's upcoming visit has become one of the most fascinating parts of this storyline for me. After watching The Bold and the Beautiful for many years, I have learned that the smallest expressions often reveal the biggest secrets. Dylan tried to appear calm and confident, but the fear in her eyes after the phone call with Darcy told a completely different story. I did not see the happiness of someone who was excited to reconnect with her mother. Instead, I saw someone who was worried that a person from her past could walk into Los Angeles and destroy the life she has carefully created. I cannot stop wondering what Dylan is so afraid of and what truth she believes Darcy might reveal. What makes Dylan's situation even more interesting to me is that we still know so little about Melissa Dillon. We know she had a difficult past, that she struggled before finding her way into Will's life, and that she once had to survive by living in her car. That part of her history makes me feel some sympathy for her, because I understand that people who have gone through painful experiences often carry emotional scars. But at the same time, I feel there are many missing pieces in Dylan's story. I keep asking myself whether she is hiding something about her feelings for Spencer or if there is a deeper secret involving her family that could change the way everyone sees her. I also cannot ignore the possibility that Dylan's connection to Spencer and the Will family may not be as innocent as it appears. The idea that Darcy might expose the true depth of Dylan's feelings makes me uncomfortable, because obsession can sometimes begin quietly before becoming something much more dangerous. I do not know if Dylan has crossed that line, but her fear makes me question what she has been keeping inside. Is she afraid because her mother knows about her past mistakes, or is she afraid because Darcy knows the truth about her emotions and motivations? I believe Katie has played an important role in this storyline because she has been willing to notice the things other people overlook. I actually appreciate that Katie does not simply accept Dylan's sweet and gentle personality without asking questions. After everything Katie has experienced in Los Angeles, she understands that appearances can be very misleading. She has seen people hide dark intentions behind charming smiles, and I think that experience is helping her recognize warning signs with Dylan. In my opinion, Katie is not trying to hurt Dylan. She is trying to understand whether there is a danger that others cannot see yet. The arrival of Darcy could be the moment when everything changes for Dylan. I feel that Katie got exactly what she wanted because Dylan had no choice but to bring her mother into this situation. Dylan could not refuse without making Katie even more suspicious, but now she has created a situation that may be impossible to control. I think this is what makes the storyline so exciting. Dylan wanted to protect her new life in Los Angeles, but by bringing Darcy closer, she may have opened the door to the very secrets she was trying to hide. The mention of Dylan's cousin Remy also caught my attention because I do not believe the writers included that detail without a reason. I still remember how intense Remy's obsession with Elektra became, and that history makes me wonder if there could be a pattern within Dylan's family. Could Dylan be dealing with similar emotional struggles? Could her feelings toward Will and the Spencer family become something unhealthy over time? I do not want to accuse Dylan of being the same as Remy, but I understand why Katie would be concerned after seeing what happened before. Katie has already witnessed how dangerous obsession and jealousy can become, especially after dealing with Luna's actions and the destruction she caused. Because of that history, I think Katie recognizes behaviors that others might ignore. She knows that strong emotions can sometimes turn into something harmful when people refuse to accept reality. I believe her concerns about Dylan come from experience, not just suspicion, and that is why I think viewers should pay close attention to what Katie discovers next. I am very curious about what Darcy will reveal when she finally arrives in Los Angeles. A mother usually knows the hidden parts of her child's life, including the mistakes and struggles that others never see. I have a feeling Darcy may understand Dylan in a way that Will and everyone else cannot. But the big question is whether Darcy will protect her daughter's secrets or whether her arrival will accidentally expose everything Dylan has been trying to hide. I believe Dylan is standing at a dangerous turning point. She has built a new identity and a new future, but the past she left behind may be much closer than she expected. I feel that the truth about Dylan's family, her connection to Spencer, and her real intentions could create a major storm in the weeks ahead. After watching this show for so long, I know that secrets rarely stay hidden forever, and I have a feeling Dylan's biggest challenge is only beginning.